Welcome to Booze and Glues, a justifiable excuse for two friends to spend time together, cross crafts off their to-do list, and, of course, drink. With glue guns and wine glasses at the ready, join Jessye Shepherd and Tabitha Davis as they attempt to simultaneously chat, craft, chug and charm. Will they consume alcohol? Definitely. Will they actually accomplish anything? Debatably. Will they bitch and complain? Inevitably. Will it be a bloody good time? Absolutely. And if things don't turn out just as planned, well, that's okay too. Because booze!
Hello! Hello! Welcome to Biz and Glues.
We're back!
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Jesse's already hard at work.
Dude, I wasn't wasting any time today.
She's not at all.
I'm too tired to waste time.
Jesse's rolling on an hour, what'd you say, an hour and a half?
Yeah, about.
Tonight?
And it's not great sleep. You know, it's the kind of sleep where you're up, like, just waiting for grandma to wake up and be in pain. So,
so sad.
It was sad. She didn't remember me this morning. She didn't know who I was.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So, like, I thought she was doing better.
She is, but when they got her on morphine.
Oh. So it's not, like, really her mental state. It's more the drugs.
Yeah, it's more. Okay. It's more the drugs, which is good, but still just really
still a horrible thing to experience.
Was like, Mom, I can't really do this anymore. I can't be here. Because, like, she goes back to, for some reason when she's on morphine, she thinks it's, like, the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
And I wasn't around then.
Right. No, my grandma used to do that. Now, granted, she wasn't on drugs, or maybe she was, but not those kind of drugs. No. I mean, they might have had her on. She was probably on blood pressure medicine, you know.
Yeah.
But she would always think I was my mom.
Oh, how funny.
Whenever we'd see her, she'd always be like, Tammy. And I'm like, no, I'm Tabitha. And she'd be like, I don't know who that is. I'm like, okay, well, whatever.
Yeah, well, this morning I was Rachel.
Oh, who's Rachel?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's not even like your aunt or somebody you look like.
Nope. I asked her, I said, who's Rachel? And she goes, you told me you were Rachel.
Oh.
I'm like, no, I didn't.
Pretty sure I didn't.
And she's like, she looked confused, and I'm like, Grandma, it's Jessye. And she's like, okay, Rachel Jessye.
Oh. So she's still got a little snark.
Oh, she got a lot of snark, this little lady. When she gets back to real life, I got some things to say.
Right? You're gonna be like, Grandma. Oh my goodness. So if you can't hear,
I'm staple gunning.
Yeah, I feel like we should pause when you staple so we can cut it because it's so loud.
That's true.
We decided that we were going to reupholster some junk. Yeah, so Jessye got the two chairs that I used to have that we bought together at a garage sale and split up.
Mm-hmm. And now they're going to be friends again.
Yep. She's going to recover them to match her other kitchen chairs.
Which are probably not going to go in my kitchen anymore. I think I'm putting them in the craft room.
Yeah. So Jesse's doing what will be her other set of chairs to match the two she has. I'm working on, I bought a, director's chair. It's really cute.
I love
and
this
so
fabric.
Convenient that you happen to have
just enough. Oh my gosh, I know.
I wonder when you bought it if you were like, well, in case I want to recover a couple more chairs.
Well, I just always buy too much fabric. I'm actually impressed that this is all I have left.
No,
do you do like that where I'm like, you know what? Do 5 yards more just in case.
Well, I don't ever go quite that much.
I exaggerate a little bit.
I honestly probably only needed 3/4. Oh no, I bought 3/4 of a yard. I'm like, look at how much I'm going to use. I probably could have done this with 1/3 of a yard. I'm always like, oh, and this is why I have a giant trunk full of freaking fabric, because I'm always like, oh, I can use it on something else later. Extra pieces.
Yeah, well, and at the time, I think I was planning on I never ended up doing it, but I was going to have scraps and I was going to put frames in the kitchen of so that
Yeah, that's really cute. Actually, that's a great idea.
And I love this. I love this fabric.
I love it too. It's like super cute.
Flowery.
It's brocade, actually. Look at the big pattern.
Yeah.
It's like a brocade pattern.
But it's like, it's a navy blue base, and then it has like all these
teal and
pretty
turquoise
bright,
and cream and gray.
It's great.
It's really pretty.
And then my table, I stained the top like a dark brown, and then
it's so
the
pretty.
Bottom part is gray.
I love it.
It's pretty fun.
I want you to help me do my table.
I'm a real fan of that. Blake and I never ever sit at it.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I just saw this director's chair at a yard sale, and I was like, I need somewhere to sit and be bossy. No, I actually thought, how cute would it be to, like, put it out in the backyard? Because I'm often, like, the boys are playing in the pool, and they want me out there, but I don't necessarily want to be in the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought, what if I got this director's chair, and it has, like, yellow fabric on it. It's not, like, my fave. It's all dingy and gross and need to be replaced anyways, but I was like, I could recover it or re-sew the pieces that I need.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be so fun to, like, use it like a lifeguard chair.
Oh, that's cute.
So I'm just gonna, set it out there so I can, like, sit and read or whatever, and be a little bit away from the pool, and then also, like, be able to observe all the goings on.
That's fun. That's super fun. Lifeguard chair. You should, like, sew your name in the back of it.
Oh, that'd be cute. Well, that would be more directory.
That's true, I guess.
But
you could sew lifeguard on the back of it.
I'm just gonna... Well, I have a red bathing suit that's red polka dots. I'll just put my hair up in a high ponytail and wear my... I own black prescription sunglasses that are like cat eye. And I'll just be Wendy Peppercorn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's our craft for today. We also have on the table we got some red, white, and blue flowers to swap out flowers in our little string mason jars.
That thing is so cute.
I love it.
We've been doing some good stuff, man. Were you just licking your beer can?
Oh, yeah, because I put salt on the top. Well, I shook salt into it, but there's salt on the top. I like salt.
Tad's getting her sodium for the day.
Oh, right. Like, anybody needs to get their sodium.
It's a nutrient.
It is. You need, like, just the smidgiest bit. And it's in everything.
In everything, yeah.
It's insane. How are you feeling about how warm it is now, Miss I Love It When It's Hot?
Freaking love it.
Did it hit 100 today?
I was freezing at work today.
I was this morning, but this afternoon was warm.
Let's see.
I had seen the forecast was 99.
Today, I was at my desk and all of a sudden my phone just started vibrating. Like, not even like a bzz, bzz. It was just like, bzz, and the screen was black and nothing would happen. And then all of a sudden my phone turned off.
Yeah. So I've been having the same problem. Since I haven't... Well, I think I said something about this too last
and
week.
I just updated today.
And you were like,
because
no.
my Fitbit wouldn't
link
with my phone. So I was like, maybe that's why. It only got to 99 today.
That's all. It's already killing everything. Like the summer heat, like everything's turning brown already.
You're such a hater.
I was walking to my car after work and I was just like, this sucks.
See, I was walking to my car after work and was like, I wish I was in this all day. I was so cold at work.
Well, I really do like it to be warm. I mean, I enjoy warm weather, but it's just hard to, like, keep your yard looking decent.
That's true.
And then it's hard to even do yard work because it's so flippin' hot.
Yeah, I haven't had that issue yet, but I will here very soon.
Well, I do think that it is lovely to just lay in the sun, which is not good for your skin, but I put sunscreen on. And then I go suntanning. I just like to lay in the sun. It's so, like, I don't know. It probably just reminds me of, like, being a kid, you know?
Yeah.
And spending the day at the lake and stuff. I just like to read and hang out. It's nice to have a body of water nearby so you can get cool every once and again.
Yeah, see, I don't like swimming.
Oh, I'm definitely like I do like actually swimming, but I also could just like float on a floaty basically an entire day.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
See, I get so bored.
Oh, no. Music or have a book or whatever, or like have a beverage. Especially if you have like a girlfriend or somebody with you and you can like chat.
That's true.
It's so fun. Yeah, so I'm drinking. Who makes this? First Amendment?
Yeah.
Yeah. We learned that at one of our craft beer nights for trivia. First Amendment, Hell or High Watermelon. And so I put little slices of watermelon in it and some salt, and it's super delicious. And I keep licking the top of it because it's good. But I might have to go get another one.
Oh, yeah, baby! Let's sit and chatteroonis.
So this is the fabric I got to make the boys 4th of July. I was going to get something flag-ish themed because then I was like, because there's Memorial Day, Flag Day, 4th of July, and then there's just August.
Which day is Flag Day?
June 14th, I believe.
Whoa. I have a home that I can put a flag up.
Oh! It's going to be so
on that day.
exciting.
I know.
Yeah, so...
I look forward to the weirdest things. I think I've said that before.
No.
But, like, being able to hang a flag in front of my house. Like,
right. Yeah, so I was thinking of getting something more kind of stars and stripes. Not necessarily like an actual flag, but, you know, with more flag imagery. But then I saw this one and it just seemed way more like the boys would like this, which is just crazy fireworks.
it's way cute.
There was even one that had like fireworks that were just like red and blue and like there was some like stars in them. It was like a little calmer, but I just felt like this
was it?
This would be way more like cool if I was a preteen boy.
Sure.
So that's what I got. And then I figured, well, we can put it on and they can have it for like 4th of July or whatever, you know, and then we can take it off and put Giants pillowcases, which I'm sure they'll be stoked about.
Love it.
So I got some Giants fabric to make Giants pillowcases. So that'll be fun. And then those will be good for August, where it's just the middle of who knows. And then September, there's Labor Day.
Right.
I don't really know what else to put up in September on their pillows. Because then October comes and it's just like holiday, 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 holiday all the way through.
I don't even want to think about it.
I seriously, today we were making an appointment for someone 6 months out and they're like, December, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, I'm not ready.
Actually, I'm somewhat prepared this year.
For Christmas?
Well, no, just financially.
Okay.
I did this thing because every time I get to Christmas and I stress about money. Doesn't matter how much money I have. Right. I'm constantly stressing about it. And so especially when Christmas comes, I'm like, shit.
Where am I going to get all this money to
I have
buy
to buy all these gifts.
Yeah.
So this year, I started a new thing in January. Mm-hmm. Every paycheck, I put money aside into a little Christmas fund.
Yes.
So I'm going to be ready this year, and I'm not going to have to worry about how much money... Well, I'm still going to have to worry about how much money I'm spending.
I like to do that, but I get, like, so neurotic about it. It's like, this much is for Christmas, this much is for vacations, this much is for savings, this much is for car registration, oil changes, new tires. Like, I break it all down.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, to little... crazy.
I have that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's bad. I think I'm going to add to it next year, or I could just start any minute. But I need like just a everyday gift fund.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of a sudden, all these people started having babies. Yeah. And everybody's inviting me to baby showers I didn't even know I was going to get invited to.
Right.
And I'm like, holy crap! This was not in my expenses I thought I was going to have, which is cool. I love buying things for babies.
I love buying presents, period. But you can easily get yourself into like, wait, I didn't account for when you're like budgeting.
Yeah.
And you're running a tight budget. You're like, oh, I didn't account for, I mean, we have 11 nieces and nephews. So
That's insane.
Once a month we have, and that has nothing to do with like parents, siblings, all that kind of stuff. And so I'm like, I mean, at least once a month we have presents to buy for somebody.
Yeah, that's stressful.
And I mean, I usually like don't go crazy.
Yeah.
I like just do small things, or sometimes I make things or whatever, but it adds up.
Yeah, it still does. I know. I'm trying to be better about planning ahead so that...
Oh, I like to plan ahead.
Because
I have birthday presents for kids who have birthdays and spouses and Father's Day and everything lined up for the next 2 months already done.
Yeah, I need to start that.
I
thought
just get
I was
excited.
I know. I thought I was going to do... But see, I'm... Like, I always think that this makes me sound like an awful human, but I'm not a good gift giver. I get really, like, anxiety about it.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. For sure.
And I'm like, no, this isn't exactly... Like, I don't feel like it's exactly what that human wants, I feel like I've failed as...
So, part of my thing, and part of the reason that I think that... I mean, I'm excited to give people presents. I just love that anyways.
Yeah.
But I think part of the reason that I end up getting stuff early is because I buy things when I see something that the person would want. And then I hang on to it.
Though.
Like, I bought stuff for people's birthdays, like, sometimes 8 months ahead of time. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to save this for their birthday.
I wish I could do that.
I've also just always, like... kind of been that person in the family that like keeps track of like, oh, this person said they wanted this thing, and like I remember that kind of stuff. So I'm always the person everyone comes to and is like, what are we getting so and so or whatever, I've
been trying to start keeping a little note thing on my phone.
Yeah.
So that when something comes up, I'm like,
it's called present ideas.
Yes. I'm like, look, Blake wants, well, he didn't really want chicken shredders, but
he got them.
Because one night I was like, oh, I'm going to buy him some chicken shredders one day.
Because every time you go, shred the chicken, he's like, ugh.
He gets real mad. So
now it's like a fun thing. He plays Wolverine, right?
Yeah. Arrgh. We actually have only shredded chicken. We shred it all the time.
And then you buy them, and then you're like, we don't need to shred chicken anymore.
I haven't been cooking ever since my grandma's been in the hospital, because every night I'm like trying to go to the hospital, right? That just doesn't leave much time to cook in the meantime.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
speaking of presents, there is a creepy doll staring down from us right now.
That's creepy.
It's for my niece's birthday.
But she's got the most cutest little outfit.
She's like a hippie.
She got a little lace dress.
So my niece, I was at Target with her, and I like kind of drove her through the toy aisle because her birthday's coming up and I wanted to have some ideas. And she got to the American Girl section and she was like, ooh, and so she showed me which one she wanted, and she wanted to take her home. And I don't really know that much about American Girl. I feel like there was something similar when I was a kid that I had, but it was like, they were like era dolls. I can't remember what they were called.
Oh, and they were all from different parts of the time period.
Yeah, like I had one, and like I had a cookbook and blah blah blah, and like the whole, like a book that came with it, and this whole storyline. It was all about like during like World War II. I can't remember what they're called now.
That sounds really educational.
If anybody out there knows what these things are called, please tweet me.
Yeah. Tweet
at
seriously, or just come and like say hi.
Yeah, visit us.
That would make me so happy. I feel like the first like thing I get where somebody's like, this person just wanted to say hi, I'm gonna be like, what?
Yeah, we're gonna be real excited.
Brad, that means you too.
Hello, we know you're listening.
He wants to be a guest so bad,
and he hasn't even interacted with us on the social medias.
That's your first step into guest starhood, Brad.
The first step into our podcasting heart.
Wink, wink.
Support us on Patreon, Brad. $1. $1.
You don't even have to give up a coffee for that.
No, I think that
Maybe just make it a small instead of a medium.
some people, I feel like if they just saw like $1 on the road, wouldn't even bother with it. Or like if you had 4 quarters, you would be like, whatever.
Well, actually, quarters are like gold to me right now because that's
don't
how I
have
pay for the
laundry.
laundry.
Okay,
Every time I see a quarter around the house, because Blake has change everywhere, I'm like, ooh, quarter, and I stack
Steal
them
it.
up.
Sneak. Mine now.
Except for Blake does the laundry, so.
Oh. I'll put them in a jar and you can take them. Oh.
I do the laundry sometimes, but Blake does a lot.
Okay.
Oh, we're really getting into this doll.
Yeah. Because
What is she?
her name is Pia, I guess. How do you pronounce P-I-A?
Pia.
Pia. Okay. And then her slogan apparently is from hair to there, which
That sounds dirty.
a little naughty. But she does have really long hair, which I think is why Emma loves her so much, is because Emma's like has blonde hair and she's been growing it out because she wants to be like Rapunzel. So
Okay.
her hair's getting long, so I think she's just like, ooh, she has long hair. But like she has sleepy eyes, like she does the close your
That's
eyes when you lay down,
creepy.
which is super creepy. But yeah, so she has like totally like Birkenstocky sandals,
Cute.
a little like, is it a jumper or dress? It's just like a little like lace dress and like a little
Little
Olive.
army green. Yeah.
olive drab kind of thing. And
Like
she has
vest.
like, look, leather flower hairband things.
Aww.
Okay, so what do you feel about Pia right now?
You think she's hippie?
Okay, let me read the back. There's a whole bunch of nonsense, but like, starts with, we're a very special generation of girls, aren't we?
Amen.
Which is why, okay, now this is the next part, which is why it doesn't say, I'm a hippie on the front. We don't feel the need to define who we are. We're just us. And proud of it. Okay, so now this is going to get into what Pia is all about. We love to do our hair, wear skirts, and dig in the dirt. Occasionally all at the same time.
Wow. You do your hair and dig in the dirt at the same time? Girl, you got it going on.
We're curious. I can't do this. We're curious about laser beams. What?
What?
I can't even read it. Okay, hold on. We're curious about laser beams while we're chasing after our big dreams. Who writes this shit? Jessye, you could be writing copy for American Girl.
Well, I was just, when you started reading it, I thought it was going to be some beautiful thing about this chick's life, right? And I was like, Tab's going to think we need to start writing about dolls because we wanted to write about wine.
Right.
The mouth feels. I don't want to talk about this little girl's mouth feels.
No.
But
I mean, they couldn't find anything else to write.
we're curious about laser beams.
While we're chasing after our big dreams.
How about, like, we're curious about, well, I guess I don't know, but
Well, I mean,
laser beams?
there's got to be something else that rhymes with dreams. Or don't,
We like to laugh at internet memes.
or don't make it rhyme.
Yeah, why does it need to?
Why does it have to rhyme? Okay, there's nothing we won't try. Except maybe jalapeno ice cream. That's just weird.
Remember that time where you were like, if we're not your jam, and I'm like, I like jalapeno jam.
I'd eat jalapeno ice cream. I went to a garlic festival in Gilroy and ate garlic ice cream. It was vanilla and then got warm.
Try everything once.
Right. And how come... Okay, so...
Why did that even happen?
We don't feel the need to define who we are. We're just us. We're proud of it. We're all accepting and free-spirited. But jalapeno ice cream, that's just weird.
Okay, keep going. I'm excited.
Whether we're washing cars to support animal shelters, writing letters to help save polar bears, or reminding our parents to recycle their newspapers, we've proved proved ourselves both smart and full of heart. Does she sound like a hippie now? I mean, I support animal shelters, and it's sad that the polar bears are dying, and also I recycle a lot. But, okay, we are here to live out loud. What does the future hold for us? Whatever it is, it's up to us, of course. This is our time. This is our story. Pia. Okay.
This girl needs to be like a motivational speaker.
So, there's this whole, like, thing on the side about, like, every doll you buy goes to the support proceeds, blah, blah, blah. We know that taking care of the planet isn't just sweet, it's important. This package is made of recycled materials. There's this whole thing, which I think is just really funny because, you know, when I'm reading this now, I don't even feel, does it say, what did I call these dolls? American Girl?
I think it
It
is
doesn't
Our
even
Generation.
say American Girl on it. It says Our Generation, which I think her mom was the one who told me, like, she was into these American Girl dolls, and that's what she was
Are the
talking
American
about.
Girl dolls the ones, though, that are like $150?
Well, I'm kind of wondering now, are the American Girl dolls the ones that were,
Your
like...
era ones.
The era ones.
I think the American Girl ones are the super duper sickening expensive ones.
Well, I mean, who needs to do that? Anyway, I just thought it was really cute that they, like, made this little girl, like, a hippie. Like, she
loves the world. But
I mean, there's nothing
not
wrong.
jalapeno ice cream.
Because that's just weird.
So weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for, like, recycling and all that stuff. There's nothing wrong with being a hippie or loving the world. I just think it's really funny that they have, like, classified all these dolls into all these different things. Like, there's, like, a nerd one who has, like, a science set. And there's one that's, like, all animal whatever, or, like, the horsey girl or whatever.
And this one's a hippie.
Yeah, and then their thing is like, we don't feel the need to define who we are. I'm like, that's exactly what you're doing.
That's what you're doing. Well, but this one, I feel like she kind of covers it all. I mean, she likes she's interested about laser beams, it's sciencey, and she does her hair in the dirt. It's like,
Yeah, digs in the dirt, so she's like tomboy. She's wearing a skirt. She likes to do her hair. She's got like a good mix of stuff going on.
She's not like disgustingly skinny.
I love that they take the exact same doll and like change her
Hair
like,
color, skin color.
hair color, eye color, skin color, you know, and then slightly alter the color of her dress, you know,
Yeah,
or whatever.
They don't even have a different outfit on.
Yeah. And then it's like they're all different names, which I have to say, so what is the root word of Pia? Isn't that like earth or something?
I don't
know. This one is patience, this one is flora, and this one is Nevea. Isn't Nevea like...
It's heaven spelled backwards.
Oh, God. It's ridiculous. Nevea. Oh, I thought it was like maybe something earthy too.
I don't think so.
Heaven and earth. Heaven spelled backward. How about people start naming their daughters Earth spelled backward?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a K in there.
I just didn't know how to do it.
That came out very German. I feel it would be like
Harry.
Treya. Silent H. Treya.
Okay.
Tra-e? I think Treya.
Treya.
Treya?
Treya. I think that's gonna be my daughter's name. We just
the
found
H
it.
is silent.
They're like, what's your daughter's name? Treya. Excuse me. H is silent.
And you gotta be super bitchy about it. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
You never heard of Treya? Storm out of places.
Every time you're like there for like the kindergarten roundup and they're like, a tree. And you're like, it's Treya!
All y'all judgmental son of a bitches!
You people can't even read and you're gonna teach my daughter! Ooh, make it be a boy's name.
Oh. Or I could just have Treya and Treyo.
Okay. And that would be Earth spelled backwards and
Made into
Fourth?
manly.
spelled backwards. You could do Moon and name him
Noom.
Noom.
Dude, people come up with some weird names.
And then they'll be like, how come you named him that? And be like, oh, so when I get it tattooed on my body, I can read it in the mirror. That would be great.
That is fantastic. Well, speaking of making lists on my phone, one of the lists on my phone is
Baby names?
baby names.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, you got the bug?
Well, sometimes, it's just one of those things where you hear one and you're like, I'm going to forget that when I'm like,
You won't forget Nevaeh, though.
it's not naming Nevaeh, no.
I want to know some baby names. Are you afraid to say them out loud? Because then one of your friends will name their baby that. And
No.
you'll be like, son of a
Well, I got
bitch.
some weird ones on here. I always like weird names, and I'm like, do I
I
really
like
want my
weird
kid to
names,
have a
too.
weird name?
Well, okay, I don't like weird names. And I don't like regular names spelled in the weirdest way possible.
Like mine? My mom.
Your name was fine. I don't know. Maybe I've just known you so long that I just like.
It's got a weird Y, which I used to get so bothered. So my name is Jessye for everybody that cares. I used to get so bothered. Like
I don't think that's super weird.
Well,
It's not the conventional spelling.
yeah.
But you know what? My name Tabitha isn't spelled like most people want to spell it Tabatha.
Oh.
And mine's Tabi.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I used to get so bothered when like people would spell my name wrong, like they knew somehow.
I only get bothered when people I know spell my name incorrectly.
There's people at work. They're emailing me. So they had to type my name. Like,
Also, your name is in your email address?
yeah, they had to, that's what I'm saying. They had to type my name to send me an email, and then they spell my name wrong. I'm like,
So,
are you kidding?
If
Or
someone-
somebody wrote my name wrong on my Facebook once.
okay, yeah,
I'm like, my name is right there.
obviously. Yeah. No, that is annoying. And I have to say that, like, if it's anybody I know well enough to feel like you should know how to spell my name, I do take offense because I'm like, oh,
That's my name.
so you don't care enough to actually spell my name correctly.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
That
too.
bothers me. It seems like a slight,
Yeah.
you know? Even like people who would spell, because when I was younger, I went by Tabby, which, oh my God, don't call me that now. But I would spell it Tabi, just my name shortened, right?
Yeah.
And people would spell it out Tabby. I'm like, you're adding extra letters, even. Like, you're going out of your way to spell it incorrectly.
Yeah.
That drives me crazy. If it's some random person, I mean, sure, they're going to go with if I'm at Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to get Tabitha with an A.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't care.
Yeah. And I used
I
to
might
be
get
like,
Schmabatha
ugh.
because it's Starbucks.
the other thing that gets me real frustrated. Okay, my last name is Shepherd. Okay? Spelt like shepherd
Like
should be spelt.
A shepherd.
Okay, like shepherd's pie, German shepherd, a shepherd,
Right.
the occupation, like that's how the name is spelled. But everybody wants to spell it P-P-A-R-D, like all these
Oh,
weird
yeah.
things, right?
Yeah.
And which,
And
okay.
I have to, like, think about it every time because I'm like, people spell it all kinds of crazy ways.
That's true.
And I'm like, okay, it's regular shepherd.
right. Which is fine. And
Which, I mean, your mom's friend. I call Wendy my friend too.
Yeah.
Different generation kind of. But, I mean, we have close family friend whose last name is Thompson and whose maiden name was Thompson and it's
Right.
spelled two different ways. It happens.
right. And I'm not even as bothered by the fact that you don't know how to spell the occupation of a shepherd.
Right.
It's when people ask me to, like, so, you go into a store and they're like, oh, you want to be on our email list or whatever. And they're
The
like,
answer's no.
yeah, well, I do it.
have to unsubscribe to something every freaking day.
Some places I'm okay
I don't know.
with.
We're both signed up on the Michaels.
Right. But so I
Michaels,
start spelling.
Shout out.
Yeah, I start spelling my name and people don't listen.
Right.
And so I'm like, okay, it's Jessye Shepherd, and so I start spelling it because nobody's ever going to spell it right the first time, which is fine.
Right.
Don't expect you
I'm
to.
going to spell it for you.
Here you go. And they just don't listen, so they just start typing it like they think it's going to be, and then they're like, is that right? I'm like, no.
I literally
You
spelled it
didn't
for you.
Listen. And then I'm like, it's Herd, and they're like, SHE, What? SHERD? I'm like, no.
It's shepherd, not sherd.
It's the most frustrating thing. I'm like, shut up. I just give my people my ID now.
That's a good idea.
And I'm like,
my ID's way too hard to get on my wallet.
First, last name @gmail.com.
It seems like no matter what wallet I have, my ID's too hard to get on my wallet. And I'm always like,
have you ever seen my mom's trick?
No.
You get some tape. Probably washi tape would be good because it's a little bit stronger. But yeah, you just like make a little tape loop.
Yeah.
And then you just
Oh my god, that's so amazing.
pull it out.
I saw, well, you get the Michael's emails too, but did you see their whole washi tape kits were on sale?
Oh my gosh,
Like,
I love washi
Of
tape.
rainbow colors, and I was like, me and Jessye could do so many things with this.
I know, I need to make a flag.
Ooh.
I need to make a flag one.
Red, white, and blue? That would be so cute.
But I really like my Giants ones. I feel like I want the Giants one just up all year, but I gotta put a flag one up.
Well, I mean, can you have more than one washi tape thing framed?
Probably.
What if we get bigger frames? See, I mean, we could do something.
Now you're thinking, Tab.
It would be different.
I gotta not make too many things. I gotta move in and figure out what the heck I'm doing.
Oh, there's always somewhere to put stuff.
No, but you know me, I'm simple.
You're simple.
Simple.
You know me, I'm simple. I don't know. Do you feel like when you walk in my house, it's just like chaos? Because
No,
I don't feel
you.
like I'm simple.
No, I told you that when we were talking last week about how everything we do is all our crafts are different.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I wish that I could, like, put stuff around like you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's just not in me. So I don't walk in your house and think,
Ah!
but if I put too much stuff on a wall, like,
You feel like
I'm
ah!
like, yeah, I'm like, ah! But every time I go to somebody else's house, I don't ever
that's
feel
cute.
it. I mean, okay, I do feel like that sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
But
No.
not
there
in
are
your
times
house.
when I go to people's houses and I'm like, did the Victorian era throw up in here? Just like, there are doilies and dusty rose things as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, no, there is a line.
Ah!
There is
There's
definitely a line. But
Yeah.
no, I wish I could, like, I want that.
I don't want people to be overwhelmed by the clutter.
No.
I feel like you constantly accumulate stuff.
Yeah.
You know? And of course we're making crafts, so we're constantly accumulating things, which is why I was like, let's make things to give away.
Yeah, we need to start doing it. I need to start doing it.
But yeah, I mean,
I get attached to things I make, and I don't want to give it away anymore.
because they're so cute.
That's another reason I'm a bad gift giver. I make something, I'm like, I really like.
I'm gonna keep those. Maybe you just need to make a duplicate.
I do that a lot. Like, I made Blake's sister a wreath for when she moved out into her new apartment, and I made myself a wreath.
There you go. See? That works. Oh, last names. I was gonna tell you. So my maiden name,
Right.
Cessna, spelled with a C, sounds like an S.
Right. But if you know the plane.
Well, it's a lot for people to deal with.
But I'm just saying, you're like me. There's
So-
something out there.
Right. So what would inevitably happen every single time is I always would go Cessna with a C. And so then people would want to spell it like SEC. Like they would put the C in the wrong S sound. Okay. So then I got to the point where I would be like, because my dad always did that. So he'd say like Cessna like the plane or Cessna like the airplane. And then I just get blank stares of like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the times that I would just be like, oh, it's Cessna, CES, you know, and then someone would be like, oh, like the plane.
Like, where have you been in my whole life?
Never fails.
Yeah.
Like, same thing. And now, when I say Smith, I get the look of like blank stare, like, my ass, your name is Smith. Like the UPS guy. What's the last name? Smith. Mm-hmm. And he's like typing it in all angry. Or like, I call for a reservation somewhere. And what can I put under? Smith. And they're like, okay. I'm like, no, really, that's my last name. It's so bad. People think I'm always like fibbing. So Davis is good because it's like pretty normal. But
you can't really spell it wrong.
you can't spell it wrong. It's, like, well-known, but it's not so generic that people are just, like,
Sick of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, that's the good thing about Davis.
One time when I was in high school, I will never forget the story. My golf coach would always spell my name Shepphard. So, like, Shepphard.
Yeah.
And I got real mad. I'm like, hello? And so it was just one of those things, you just say words and then you end up,
Realize
it wasn't right.
Your brain
So,
clicks in.
You know, doesn't have an A, right? It has an E. So I was like, spell my name right. I'm not hard. I'm easy. And everybody was like, oh my God, you just said that to our golf coach.
I'm thinking, like, this middle-aged man is just like, I feel like I'm gonna get sued no matter what happens. Like, there is no way that this is gonna turn out well for me.
I just remember him being like, I'm gonna walk away and we're gonna forget that did not happen. I'm
Right.
like, and I was just like, I had this like just look of fear on my face, like,
Yep.
That's not what my intention was at
I
all.
wasn't trying to. Okay.
I was like, because Shepphard, it just was hard, and then E, and that's the first word that came, and I don't know. And he's like, just stop. Just stop.
That's so great. He's like, you're underage, you're underage, you're underage.
It was pretty funny.
That is funny. And as an adult, you can laugh. And as, an underage person with a grown-ass man, it's probably like, oh, wait, no.
Yeah. He was like, just, we're not going to talk about it. Were you there when at family camp?
Our friend Lauren, she's got a little boy.
She's got a little boy. And so he asked Blake, my boyfriend, what's your mom's name? And he said, Gina, because that's her name. And this little boy...
Oh, wait, hold on. Blake's mom's name is Gina.
Blake's mom's name
Gotcha.
is Gina. Yeah, Sam asked Blake, what's your mom's name? Blake said, Gina.
I'm like, Sam's mom's name isn't Gina?
Well, and then, so he's like...
I know her.
He's like 5, right,
Yeah.
at the time? And he just starts going... And we're like... Everybody's like...
I know what's coming.
Everybody's like, why are you laughing? And he's like, Gina kind of sounds like Gina.
You're like, Sam, you're too precious for this.
I was like,
Why? How? And why?
like, I mean, I know your mom's a nurse, but does she sit here and talk to you about vaginas all the
Anatomy?
time? That, like...
And even if she did, if it was, like, literally an anatomical thing where he was like, oh, vagina, he would have been like, Gina sounds like vagina,
No, he said Gina sounds like Gina.
Who says Gina? Creepy old men. Who says that?
It was one of the funniest days.
Alright, like, Sam, who are you hanging out with?
I know, so it was just, like, funny. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was just so inappropriate.
But so funny coming out of a 5-year-old's mouth, no matter what.
But yeah, so people's names are just, they're funny, you know what I mean?
Well, I feel like no matter what you name, I mean, you kind of have to go through the, like, what are people going to tease my kid about when I name him this thing?
Yeah.
I mean, I did that. I went through a million names before I ever settled on any. And I realized that, like, no matter what, some kids can find something to make fun of about your child.
Yeah.
So, whether it's their name or what they look like or if they have braces or their clothes or whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
they'll always find something. So, but you do have to, like, not make it super easy for them.
Yeah. Well, Blake
If your last name is Boyle, don't name your son Harold and then call him Harry.
No, Blake once, his, like, tag when he was playing video games was Blakey Man. Like, 29 or something. 24, probably. That's his favorite number.
69.
And, might have been 69. And he said that all the time people would be, like, saying, like, racist things to him. Like, oh, like, calling him the N-word and stuff because they thought it was Blackie Man.
Like, it's not... It's the most high-pitched noise just came out of my lungs. That was crazy. It's not... Like, Blake isn't spelled anything like black. He spells black.
And who calls themselves Blackie Man? But the way he told me the story too was it's like it didn't even happen once. Like
Right.
This was like a regular
It's like a
occurrence.
recurring thing, and people were mistakenly calling him racial epithets because they thought that he was black because his name was Blake. Have you got like a girl list and a boy list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ainsley? Isn't that cute?
Ainsley. I've heard that before. Let's think of how we can make fun of it.
Ainsley Wainsley.
Ow, you're vicious.
I know.
I was thinking more of something along the line of anus.
Oh, okay. You're good at this. Or Harper.
Harper. I like Harper. I mean, you can't, that's not really easily made fun of, I don't think.
Yeah, but I feel like Harper doesn't work with Barstow. Because then it's like Harbar.
Oh, that could be cute! And they'll be like, I'm not easy, I'm hard!
I'm Harbar. Or Quinn.
Look, I like Harb. Okay, are these are all just for girls?
Yeah.
Harper for a girl, not for a boy.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I had actually a friend of mine from high school named her little girl Harper Jo.
That's cute.
It was really cute. Harbar could be like a sweet name for like, it's like Mad Bum. It could be like their sports name.
Harbar.
Up to bat, Harbar. Okay.
Okay.
I don't see anything really derogatory. There's like a Harper's...
Unless she like plays the harp and like is good at playing with vaginas.
Is that a thing?
I think
Is that
I've heard
something-
that before.
People equate? I guess I'm just not... I don't know the lingo. People equate vaginas with harps?
Yeah, you gotta know how to play it.
Okay. I mean, you could say that with a guitar.
Yeah.
Harps are girly.
Well, but harps, you like are gentle and like guitars, you're like bow.
That does make a difference. Okay. What was the next one? Quinn.
Harbar's not gonna cut it.
Because now you're gonna name your kid one of these names, and we're gonna secretly be laughing in the background.
Someday I'm gonna play her this. This is why we call you Harbar. And this is why I don't call you Harp.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Quinn.
I like Quinn, but I mean, she was kind of the bitchy blonde girl on Glee.
That's true. But she turned out to be good.
She turned out to be nice. They all grew up and, learned their life lessons.
Or Carter.
Carter's cute.
Oh my gosh. Carbar.
Carbar. Oh, that's not a good combo.
How come everything I like
Cars in a bar. Hold on. Well, we have to do the whole name. So, nobody uses middle names. So, you have to be able to imagine, like, President Quinn Barstow. Dr. Quinn Barstow. Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman.
Oh, we can't go there. Or...
You're eliminating that career path. Like, boom. From get-go. If
oh
you
my
do
gosh,
Quinn.
here's another one. Harlan. Harbar.
Harlan. Like Harlequin.
Oh god. You ruin every name.
That's the goal of this. Okay, keep going.
Some of these I write down and they're kind of weird.
I want to hear them anyways.
Like Tennyson.
Tennyson? That's interesting. Tennis.
It's like TENNYSON.
Oh, sure, because you gotta spell it weird.
I didn't spell it. I saw it on like a Pinterest list of baby names you have to think about for your kids.
You have to. Can we make a Pinterest list of baby names?
Well, and they...
You have to. You have to.
like, these are ones you need to consider. And then there's always, like, this whole, it's like the fucking doll, where they're like, it's like Harlan. Like, this name is, like, a girl that's strong and, like, has, like, a strong will and is beautiful.
And sells herself for sex.
Beautiful from birth, and, like, you know, it's, like, just so silly. I can't even think of, like, the way they describe these names.
I seriously want to make my own Pinterest list of baby names you have to consider.
I'm not kidding.
So serious.
These happen.
If you don't consider these baby names, you're already the worst parent ever.
Let's do it. And then we could say, like, if you want to go with Quinn, you gotta, like, be... But by the time my kids are growing up, nobody knows who the hell Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman is.
Or Glee.
That's true.
I mean...
Okay, let's move on to boys.
Hold on. I want to go with this Tennyson one. I feel like there's something there with tennis.
Yeah.
Maybe with the Y and the sound, Tyson chicken.
Well, you know what they say about tennis players? Just kidding.
What do they say?
I was going to try to
about
bring it around to a
tennis?
vagina again.
You have to be able to play.
Or, tennis player,
Serena
you gotta
Williams.
hold a racket and make grunting noises.
I don't think that's a thing.
I'm pushing it. Okay.
Okay.
Boys, are you ready?
Yeah. I'm gonna destroy these.
Go for it. Cord.
No.
Why?
Cord?
Yeah.
Like a cord of wood?
Like C-Hardy.
You don't want people running around talking about your son's wood.
Okay. Or Beck.
Beck. Okay, kind of like
Beckpecker. Peckerbeck.
Beck. Peck. Well, we have to do the Barstow. Cord Barstow. No.
Okay.
First of all, I gotta rule out. I gotta veto cord because just people are gonna be like corduroy.
Or why not name him Corduroy, like the bear?
A cord of wood.
Okay, moving on.
Beck Barstow. Beck Andrew Barstow.
Kind of works.
But, like, everyone's just gonna assume you guys are real big Beck fans.
Nobody's gonna know who the hell Beck is.
Everybody's gonna know who Beck is. Beck is fucking awesome. They're gonna be like,
For how cute is Delancey? Or
Fancy Delancey! What's that?
I'm never bringing my kids around you.
I will shred them. Delancey.
I told you I like weird names.
Okay, I'm all about, like, no, and I really, Cord is fine and Beck is fine. I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here, but Delancey is a fucking crime.
Like, would never
If
let me
you
name it Delancey.
Name a boy Delancey, you're just asking for,
it was
like,
on one of those Pinterest lists.
well, fuck them.
Okay, or Dax.
Shep.
Yeah,
Dax Shepard.
I like the name Dax.
Dax Barstow. That could roll.
Yeah.
I could see Blake being a dad to someone named Dax. Totally. Okay.
Or I like the name Rhett.
Hold on. Dax Andrew Barstow. Oh, that sounds good. Rhett? Like Rhett Butler?
I don't know who that is, but sure.
You don't know who Rhett Butler is. Gone with the Wind?
Oh, good lord. You and my mom do get along.
Okay.
Or Winston.
Can I just, for the record here, say that Jessye has like 20 names on these lists and she's only giving me a few of them because she likes them and she doesn't want me to destroy them.
Well, no, some of them are even weirder.
Why are you giving me the weirdest ones?
Because they're weird.
Winston Churchill?
Sure.
Is a Winston some kind of cigarette?
Maybe.
I don't smoke, I don't know.
What about Conrad?
Hold on, Winston Barstow. Oh, that sounds presidential. Doctor.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's a wedding song.
He could get married too. Hold on, Dr. Winston Barstow. Oh, Winston Andrew Barstow.
We're gonna train our kid to speak with an English accent.
Right. Well, that's the person introducing him at, like, some TED Talk in England.
Oh.
Do they do those
Yeah.
in England?
Or Asher.
Wait, hold on. What's the last one?
Conrad.
Conrad. I like Conrad. Conrad Barstow. Conrad Andrew Barstow.
Why are they all English?
I don't know, because Conrad sounds English.
Or Asher.
Conrad just makes me think of Con Air and Nicolas Cage, and just with long hair, stringy.
I don't want to publish. I don't want to publish this.
Bad circle. Oh, wait, what was the next one? Asher. Asher Barstow. I think hard R names at the end are hard to say with Barstow.
That's true.
Because the next hard sound you make is R. I had to do that with the boys. Like, there were really cute names that I really liked, but if anything that ended in S, you couldn't do because it goes right into Smith. And then it just sounds like one word.
That's true.
You have to be careful about that.
With boys,
You have to be careful about the mouth feel.
I like ones that end with N's.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
most of them end with N's.
What else do you got? Give me some of your weird ones.
Easton.
Oh, I know somebody who has a son named Easton. That's a
Really?
cute name.
It's cute.
Easton Barstow.
Rowan.
Easton Andrew sounds good. You also have to think about doing the, like, middle name thing. You have to be able to, like, yell it. Easton Andrew, get over that! Okay, give me one more.
Sawyer.
Sawyer.
Weird name.
Tom Sawyer.
We're going to spend this
Isn't that
whole
a
time
band?
making fun of Jesse's name list.
No, not at all.
Well,
Do you
and the
want to
thing
hear
is-
some of the crazy names I had picked out for my kids?
Well, and the thing is, too, I've, like, listed these off to Blake. He's vetoed, like, 99% of them.
He's
at
like,
this point.
no. Also, no. I could get down with Winston.
Winston's kind of cute.
It's great. He could be pudgy. That would be so cute.
I need a fat baby or I'll cry.
You just feed them a lot.
But
They're babies.
I don't want it to be fat at a certain point.
Right. As they start transitioning into toddlerhood, you gotta
Suck them in.
You're going on a diet now. No more baby leg rolls for you. But those little baby leg rolls are so cute. It doesn't matter. I mean, honestly, every baby goes through that kind of like... I mean, there's few and far between where they're just like petite, like tiny little petite things all the way through, which is also really cute because they look like little like elves or something.
Aliens.
They're so
I think
cute.
when they're too skinny, they're
Oh.
like weird aliens. No,
Guess what? It's your baby. You're gonna like think it's
Love
the
it, I
greatest
know.
thing on earth,
I'm afraid I'm not.
no matter what.
I'm afraid I'm gonna be like, this is ugly.
Well, that
Well-
doesn't make you a bad parent.
And that's true. As
As long as you like take care of your child and love it unconditionally, you can
Oh, sure.
think they're not great. Just don't tell them that.
No, my cousin, her son just turned 1, and they've got a picture of him up in like my grandma's hospital room, and he is literally just the cutest kid.
And your grandma's like, "Who's that baby?" Hey, Rachel. Whose baby is that?
But I looked at him the other day, and I'm like, he is seriously one of the cutest
So
kids
adorable.
I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, and I'm kind of mad about it. My mom's
Like,
like,
how am I ever gonna measure up?
oh yeah, my mom's like, why are you mad? I'm like, she set a really high precedent for what's expected in this family, and I just don't know that I can live up to it.
What if my kids are crazy looking? Everyone will love them regardless.
I'm sure, but
And
they'll
besides,
always be like, he was not as cute as Levi.
I don't think anyone's gonna say that.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter because once every kid gets to about 9 or 10, they all look goofy. Every kid goes through that awkward, like, my teeth are too big for my head, and my ears are too big for, like, my face, and it's...
How old is Remy?
Remy's 8.
So he's about to get to the
He's starting. His teeth, like, his big teeth have come in, and he's losing his baby fat, like, his cute chubby cheeks and stuff.
He did have the
Jackson-
cutest little chubby
Jackson's
cheeks.
kind of coming out the other end of it. Like, he's starting to turn into, like, it's getting better.
Oh, good.
Like, I'm like, okay, like, you're gonna be, like, a handsome young man. Not, like, an elf. Like, giant buck teeth. God, my pictures of me at 9 years old.
Did you have buck teeth, too?
Oh, yeah. And, like, my glasses were, like, huge granny glasses. Because it was, like,
funny.
early 90s, you know. It was, like, these big pink plastic frames that were like, oh, God. Adam one time looked at the picture that my dad has on his toolbox of me. I think I'm 8 or 9 in it. And he was just like, wow. I was like, you shut your mouth. Everybody goes through that phase.
It's like, I'm glad I didn't meet you then.
You just don't take a lot of pictures, or you make a lot of stupid face pictures.
I don't know, Blake was a cute kid.
And then come out the other side of it. Everybody's cute when they're little.
Well, like, every picture I ever seen in any stage of his life.
Well, Blake's just the exception. I mean, he can't even wear a hat. It's not fair to other men.
He put, when we were going through clothes the other night, he put on he doesn't wear tank tops, like, ever. But
also, because it's just not fair. He looks too good in them.
Well, yeah, so he put it on, and he's like, this isn't me. Like, he has owned one for, like, the longest time, because somebody bought him one, and he's just never like, worn it.
No.
And, he's like, this just isn't me, you know, and I'm like, no, it's not. And he's like, I don't remember what I said. He's like, it's just too bad that I still look good in it.
Wasn't that what the button-up shirt thing was?
Yeah.
He was just like, I look too good.
He's a hoot.
Well, and that was part of the reason it was funny to get him a golf hat. Because, like, A, I know you guys like to golf. B, his last time he came back from golfing with Matt, his face was so fried. And I was like, dude, put a hat on.
But
and that's
the thing that pisses me off the most about Blake. He'll come home from golfing or whatever. He doesn't put sunscreen on. I mean, I'm sure he'll have issues someday, and I'm going to laugh at him for it.
Well, I don't know if you'll laugh when he has skin cancer.
No, because I'm going to say, I freaking told you so.
Right.
But the reason, you know, he doesn't think it's that serious, because, yeah, he'll be red that night, and he wakes up the next morning, and it's just tan. Beautiful tan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the frick's your problem?
Yeah. It's kind of disgusting.
And his sister tans super easy.
But, I mean,
I put sunscreen on when we went golfing the other day because I didn't want to get burnt because I burn like just nobody's business. But I didn't even get remotely color.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
Well, I think that regardless of whether your sunburn turns into a tan or not, it's still doing skin damage.
I know. I'm sure it is, but,
which is not good.
No.
Plus, I see a lot of older people where I work, and some of them probably had glorious tans their whole life, every day, and now they look like a leather bag. It's not good. It's not good at all.
I know, both my grandparents have to get skin cancer taken off all the time.
And that's like if it's just like laser, it's the top layer skin cancer, not like the deep crazy stuff or the stuff that metastasizes into. We see people at work that have like melanomas in their retina.
Oh.
And then, I mean, that's becomes a real issue.
Yeah, my grandma had a pretty bad one that they had to cut into, and she had all these, like, Frankenstein stitches down her face. I felt so bad.
Yeah. It's not great.
And my grandpa has a lot of them around his eye.
Oh.
And so when they happen...
And it's painful.
Yeah, well, and when they... Well, he is convinced that the doctor the dermatologist he goes to is just picking at his skin because he likes to and he wants the money. My grandpa's so funny. I'm like...
A lot of older people start getting like that.
My grandpa, I really don't think he wants to do this to you.
Like, it's fun. Science.
But, you know, he's old, right? So, like, a little bit of they take out a little bit of his eye. His whole eye gets black.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad.
It is rough. I mean, I see a lot of older people go through some, like, serious shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I really hope I die young. I mean, maybe not too young. Youngish.
Did you watch How I Met Your Mother? Or I Met Your Mother fan? Well, Ted Mosby's like my favorite human, maybe, of all lifetimes. Just real quick,
can I just state that just because I said that does not mean that I wish to die or that anyone should come kill me. Okay.
I will...
Yeah, let's leave that part in.
I won't kill you after this podcast because
Okay.
I kind of thought it was an invitation. I had this
What?
staple gun ready.
She does have it ready to go. You keep smacking it on your head, and I'm waiting for it to go off. And
No,
then
I'm on lock mode.
Okay, what if the lock fails? Freak circumstances. You never know. Stop it. Stop it. That's gonna be a bad situation. I don't make for entertaining podcasts.
It might. What was I saying?
Stuff about old people.
Oh yeah, Ted Mosby says, if life is a meal, being old is a dessert. He wants to grow old, and I love that saying.
Wait, he says what?
If life is a meal, being old is a dessert.
Oh, gotcha.
It's the best part.
I thought you said be old as the dessert. And I was like, well, that's a weird thing to say.
We don't need no old desserts.
Yeah.
We gotta wrap this bad boy up.
Okay, yeah. I know, we're like,
bye,
y'all. Yeah, I know, I finished both of these beers. So, my drink is gone.
I don't have a drink, y'all.
My drinks are gone. I didn't even offer you, like, a water.
You know what?
A horrible host.
That's A-okay with me.
Hostess. All right.
Picking blueberries.
I don't. Oh, there's a cup with blueberries on it. I'm like, I don't know what's happening right now. Follow us on the social.
Fresh eggs.
Where are the eggs? Oh,
Right in that bag. Oh, the paper bag.
I'm going to pee. Okay. Follow us on the social medias.
Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter.
Don't staple your fingers.
Just smacking myself with this here thing.
Biz and clues. No ampersand.
No, ampersand.
And thank you all so much for listening. We love you. We appreciate it. Give us a holler.
Like, write to us or something, bitches.
We know. Yeah, bitches. We know some people are downloading our stuff. We've seen it.
When I left,
Secret spying.
when
on
I
you.
left to come here today, I was saying bye to Blake. I'm like, love you. See you later. He's like, and I thought he said, love you too, bitch.
And you're like, well, now you've gone too far.
I was like, did you just call me bitch? And he was like, what? And I was like, did you just say love you too, bitch? And he's like, no, I don't know what he said, but I totally thought he said that.
Love you, bitch. Bye, bitch.
Okay, anyways.
Peace
sorry.
out. We can leave the podcast like that. Bye, bitch.
Well, but then what about bye, Felicia?
Bye. Oh, also, you have craft to do.